The Civ 6 AI is so trash that it's basically impossible to lose if you play right. So anyone can suggest the Civ in the map, but I get to choose my victory type. Someone on Civ Fanatics forum suggested Gandhi on Archipelago. So with the game set to Diety and 10 players with standard settings, so no good starts, standard settings, this is the worst way to win, and using both video and images, let's see me try. Here's my start. Pretty good. Hills are the key to winning, because you need production. I've only got one luxury, I've got a pretty good harbour, and because it's Archipelago, I probably will be building harbours when I almost never do. There is tundra, which means I have to go north, which when I do, horses are okay because they're good for trading with other civs, even if I don't use them, and they also give production. I also end up finding Scythia, but what I do is I end up fortifying my warrior right there, and because behind me is marsh, forest and hills, he actually can't get past. And what happens is that Scythia has multiple settlers that come near, but she can never get past me because I fortified right there. It means I don't have my warrior to explore with, but the key thing is that I stop her from settling. She won't wall me just to get past, so stopping her from going into my land, into my grill, is very important because it secures my cities. I end up building another warrior and explore a bit because Rome came from below, which was a bit scary. I also choose my pantheon here. I chose the workboat one. I was thinking culture from pastures because that's a few pastures there. But unfortunately, because it's Archipelago, you must always get into a dark age. There just isn't enough exploration to get out of it. This is really the only time you should lose to AI, is in the first two eras. You either lose because you get into a dark age and you get destroyed by loyalty, or because you have no land and you just get squashed because they have 3 settlers and they just eat up all the land instantly, or because they war you instantly and they run you before you've even researched units. But there is hope still. I've got 4 good cities. I've only met 1 city-state though, which means I can't get the boost for political philosophy, but I did send 1 envoy there to the science one, which has massively increased my science. I've also got trade routes going so I can get over the hills faster with my units, and I'm also building 2 boats just to explore it, because I really want to meet as many people as I can. I end up getting walls of the front line as I start to get Veru. The thing is, I also use stepwells here, and with that, I managed to get out of the Dark Age and into a Heroic Age, which gave me 3 dedications, and this is where stuff became insane. I have 630 faith already, haven't even done anything, just through India's innate ability, and I was able to pick the dedication to buy civilian units, settlers and builders, and I spammed out a couple of those, and it was delightful because I already had feudalism, which gave me 2 extra charges policy card, and I bought them in the city with the governor that gives me an extra charge, which means I had 6 charge builders running around building stuff, and what a great time it is to invade Scythia. Use the boats to explore, meet more people, get more faith from my ability, build mines, which I've got apprenticeship so they give me an extra production, and booyah, I got a good campus. Oh, what's this? This is a dead Scythia. Generally, horsemen are better than Veru, but because she had nowhere to move and had a lot of one-range sucker horse archers, the -5 aura from Veru seemed really good. And as you can see, she died instantly. She was no chance. There's no point getting 2-for-1 cavalry if you're a bad AI, or if you don't have the room to use it. So I just quickly mop her up, and she's next to a Mount Kilimanjaro wonder. Very good. And my empire is looking very nice here with the 3 cities from her, and the 3 settlers I bought with Faith, and these campuses here are going to be really good. And it's the campuses, the industrial zones, and either commercial hubs or harbours that will win you any game. You need those 3, science, gold, and production. All the other yields aren't as important as those 3, and in all my cities I basically have those 3 districts. I still haven't built a holy site or a theatre square because they're just not very good districts. But right now, I have found Nan Madol. I've got a quest to send a trade route. That makes me the suzerain. I go from 55 culture return to 104. Its suzerain bonus gives me 2 culture for every district on a coastal tile, which, as it turns out, Archipelago maps have a lot of coastal tiles, and the AI hasn't decided to send envoys to them. You would think because they have a lot of coastal districts, they would suzerain Nan Madol, but they don't, because they just seemingly do random suzerain choices. I am testing out a UI mod, by the way, but that's the only mods I'm using, UI mods, nothing that's impacting gameplay. And as it turns out, I just built Venetian Arsenal, which gives me a free boat every time I build one. I'm also building the Forbidden City, and I've got a great engineer in a few turns which gives me bonus wonder production. So I've definitely got that, which gives me a definite extra wildcard policy slot in my government. I built 1 theatre square. These cities are going good because they've got wonder. I've got a Colosseum in Mysore building, and I'm saving my envoys to get Nan Madol. That's the only one I care about. I've got Palanquin to 6, and that's all I need. Score's looking pretty decent. Science and culture looking decent, but if you actually look at the numbers, I've got the most science per turn. They've just got more research, and they've got more research because I don't go for like construction and stuff and some of these other poopy ones. I beeline. I go straight for certain things. So it's science per turn that matters. My culture is also, I think, the best in the game? Okay, almost the best in the game. It could be better, but I'm not even going for culture victory, and I've almost got the best culture in the game. That's how you know you're going good. Oh, darn it. There I go, conquering again. With Venetian Arsenal and so much gold, I upgraded caravels into ironclads. I can upgrade into battleships soon, just conquering Persia. Raised a few cities, take a few, doesn't really matter. Just get them off the planet. My science is really good now, my culture's good, and I'm just cruising. To be honest, there is not a worry in the world here. Some randoms here have also got purchase research buildings with faith, and because I'm Gandhi, I get all the follower beliefs that if I have one in the city. So I've actually been able to purchase universities and libraries and stuff with my faith, which is good, because ever since the heroic age ended, it's just been piling up, and I can spend 500 on a university, 1,000 or so on a research lab, and it is just perfect. It's turn 212, and it's over. It's only 1,500, but I got 280 science a turn. China's only got 160. I've almost doubled him. And he has only got 2 campuses. England has 3, France has 2, Aztec has 2, Rome has none, Russia has 1, and I've got like 30 of them. Look at this. And this is why the AI is bad. They don't build the right districts, and thus they can't win. You need science to win. If you have enough science, you unlock wonders to build so you can get a cultural victory. You can unlock the broadcast centers to get a cultural victory. You can get the science victory. You can get nukes and just kill anyone. You need science to win every victory type. And they don't build them. It's been 4 hours now of playing, and I don't think I'm going to finish it. I know this is over. My science is too good. My culture is too good. And on the odd chance that something happens, I've got Venetian Arsenal, and I can just destroy them with battleships and stuff. This wasn't that bad of a way to win. To be honest, it actually made me think India's better. Stepwells gives 1 whole housing, which is pretty good. Fisheries from the governor's pretty good. The faith was actually extremely useful. It's kind of dumb. It was only useful for purchasing stuff. I either purchased libraries and universities and research labs because of my follower belief, or I purchased stuff with my dedication, which was just settlers and builders. I only got it once, but I bought like 10 builders with it, and it's done. If you have a suggestion on who I should play on the map type, just message it, put it in down, subscribe if you like. I'm keen to do more, because I honestly think even with the worst ways to win, you can still win, because the AI is just that bad.